So, we got some things to talk about, and they are very, very annoying. Starting off right away, Germaine Pratt, 4 minutes ago actually, just posted on Twitter. He posted a sneezing emoji, which I don't know if they just let him know or if more information is going to come out sometime very soon. With Germaine Pratt, we already know he's going to get released. It's just kind of a matter of time when they go ahead and do so. So I'm not sure if they maybe told him something or, again, whenever it seems like he has information, he'll tweet out something on Twitter. So who knows? Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe it has nothing to do with that completely. I don't know. A lot of people are speculating right now in the comments here that this is because he's upset that he's going to leave the Bengals. I don't know. We'll see how that shapes out. But we have to talk about the Trey Hendrickson situation because it has gotten an update. Right now, according to ESPN, Jeremy Fowler, the situation is a standoff. It's a standoff, which it was a standoff for a good part of this offseason. And now it's back to being a standoff again. So it was like, okay, it's a standoff, and then, okay, I want to say starting off the offseason, I feel like it was like they were working towards something, and it was, okay, we're going back and forth. It's good. It got very quiet. Katie says her piece on the whole matter. Then Trey goes on Pat McAfee's show and give his piece on the matter. And then after that, it was like, oh, okay. Now stuff is moving. Now people are talking again. You know, we had this like little beef thing, but now everyone's okay. Now everyone's communicating again. Well, we're back to where we were before the Pat McAfee show experience with Trey Hendrickson. He does say there's no update on the Trey Hendrickson contract situation, which again, right now, as he says, my read on the situation is that Hendrickson is convinced, is convicted enough to stay away from the team, having no interest in playing on his scheduled $16 million 2025 deal. Right now, this is a waiting game. So, yeah. Trey's not going to play. He's not going to play on that deal. Now, obviously, right now, he's skipping OTAs, which are voluntary. The whole problem I have with the situation is I don't want any setbacks going into this season. I don't want any issues going into this season. It's like every year we have something. Jamar Chase was last year. You know, every year we have something. And we all, as we know, with Joe Burrow, a couple years in a row, there was issues when it came to the offseason. Either when it comes to his health, he had to get surgery one year. Obviously coming off an ACL tear another year. So, you know, those years, setbacks. Starting off the year, we started off bad. We have setbacks. I just don't want that this year. That's really what it comes down to for me. Is any way possible to avoid any issue. That's really the biggest thing. But again, I don't know what the Bengals do here. I don't know what they do. Because if he does say he's going to sit out and not play, that's a situation where they have to make a move. And I know the Bengals don't like to, and they like to kind of sit back and twiddle their thumbs, but they're going to have to do something. Because I think the idea was, and their concept was, he's not going to sit out. Because again, he did say that, obviously, before the relationship got very soured. I feel like before the relationship kind of went to all bloody heck, he did say that at one point. Now, obviously, different players got signed this offseason, and if the Bengals were more proactive and got this contract done beforehand, then we wouldn't be in the situation we're in right now. So, it's a mess. It's really a mess because, you know, you have Katie says her piece on Trey's situation. And as we heard on Pat McAfee's show, Trey was not happy about that. He wasn't. So that's going to sour a lot of things. Crosby getting paid. TJ Watt's about to get paid. TJ is about to get paid. Myles Garrett got paid. These are all factors that, Trey's taking in consideration. Again, it's a mess, man. That's why I just want the situation done with, but it's not going to get done with because this is just kind of how the Bengals are when it comes to negotiating. Now, again, as I know Katie said that Trey just needs to be happy with their offer. Based on what we understand, they offered him $30 million. Again, take that with a grain of salt. That is just what is being reported. We don't know for a fact. But it's just back and forth. And it's going to be this whole offseason. This is going to be the storyline of the offseason. Will this ever get done? And I hope it does. Because I just want it over with. But I think what I've been saying is I feel like it's what the Bengals wanted to do, which was have him play on the last year of his contract and then franchise tag him. And I think Trey's camp might be realizing that is kind of what the Bengals are thinking about doing here. If they can't work out a contract, well, you always can franchise tag him. So he's going to try to force the Bengals' hand, which we have learned from the past and from a very long time in the past now. We have a good track record of this. The front office does not work when you try to force their hand. It does not work out for the player, ever. Now, again, who knows? But it's not a team that you want to play ball with when it comes to this way. Because they will just make you play. And if you don't, you'll get fined. If you don't play a certain amount of games, you'll get in trouble for it. So it's a problem. But I wonder what happened to Germaine Pratt and if they told him he is done. I'm going to assume there's probably some information spread. Peace out.